Well, we are here today on the Candid Money Talk episode 32. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I'm Edith Sidondo, your host for the Candid Money Talk. I'm a certified money coach, founder and CEO of Profits Acumen, a money coaching firm. And in this space, we speak about matters money, to remove money from the closet where it's kept, and in there, it sits with a lot of pain, shame, conflict, and you just don't seem to get it right with this very valuable tool that we need for our survival. So today is a continuation of a topic we started yesterday. And yesterday the question was, what do I do to regain control over my finances? And to answer that question, I took the angle of looking at how do you regain or gain a state of financial well-being, a state where you're in finances, you have clarity of your future, where things are going, not just now, but into the future. And you're able to meet your obligations without pressure. So that state, to get to that state, I spoke about 5 pillars that need to work together. The 5 pillars of financial well-being. And I'll just look at them again because today we are addressing the first pillar. And of course, covering this within the short time we have, I'll try and compress it as much as we can so that we cover as much as we can. So approaching your finances from a holistic picture. That means you need to be present, or you need to embrace these 5 pillars, and not just one of them, all of them, for you to get to a solid base for your financial well-being. So today we look at financial convictions, and we are at the tail end of 2020, of 2021. And what happens with the end of the year? People begin to make New Year resolutions. New Years are full of new convictions, whether it is eating better, working out more, spending more time with God, or launching something new, or getting into a new career space, or making a career transition. Most people think about doing things better, getting to the next phase of life. Why? So that you live a better life. So better than what it was this year and the previous year. And money is an area in which we can all do better. So I hope and believe that as you're following us on this channel, you're present, that you need to pay attention on matters money, on your money, and do better on it next year. So understanding the why behind any change, because doing better means I need to make a change from where I am at right now. So for you, understanding the why behind the change is the key to success and longevity. Why do you want to eat better? Why do you want to make a career transition? Why do you want to improve on your relationship with God? Why do you want to handle your money better? Why? If the answer to why you're doing what you're doing is, I know I should, or because so-and-so is also doing it, or it's the in thing, when your answer is just as flimsy as I should, then your resolve will soon dry up. It's the reason why even people go and pay for gyms, and within 1 month, even they don't complete the month. The resolution plus the action ends before the month ends. They don't have a strong why. So none of us do well in consistently living into the things we know we should. It's not that we don't know these things. We know we should, but we don't want to do it. So how do we make that lasting change? First, it will take time to move from I know I should to I want to. Moving from I should, they are doing it, so I do, it's the in thing, to I want to do it. So the first step is to want to. This is what we call your conviction. And around your money, we call it your financial conviction. Your conviction is a firmly held belief or opinion that cannot be easily swayed because it comes from deep within. So it needs to be bigger than an abstract idea or an in thing or something that is trending. It needs to be grounded on something deeper, deep within you. So as we end this year and get into the new year 2022, and I look forward to it because I know it will be full of good things. I've just been thinking about what is my word for 2022? What will I carry with me in the year 2022? So as we get to the tail end of this year and get into a new year, as you think about changes you want to make with your money, I want to challenge you to write down, to journalize. And this reminds me of the amazing offer we have on the Money Journal, a hands-on guide for you and your money. It's the perfect place for you to put in your money convictions because it's guided. And in there, with the guidelines that you have, it will be it will question you. It will make your mind alert on the things that you're writing because it has those guidelines that helps you see whether you're in the right track or not. So it's your roadmap. So I want to challenge all of us this year to write down your convictions in 5 broad areas, the 5 broad uses for money. This is where our money goes to. This is what takes away money from our pocket. And what are those 5 areas? One, and which is where you need to start from, your savings. Then secondly, your lifestyle, your living, because how the choice of lifestyle determines how much you spend. Then your taxes, your debt, and your giving. So they are not in any order. They can take any order, giving, saving, but for sure your saving has to come first. You need to pay yourself first. Yeah, giving, saving, paying your taxes, repaying your debt, and living. So develop your own convictions in each of these 5 uses of money. So whatever it is you decide on these 5 areas needs to be driven from deep within. You need to apply your head, your heart. You need to be clear that this is what is right for me. This is what will work for me, irrespective of what everyone else is doing. So maybe let's just run through them quickly. For instance, in the area of lifestyle. You see, when we look at your lifestyle convictions, these are convictions that you've developed that help you navigate life, yeah? And there are things around: where will I stay? How much will I spend on clothes? What kind of food will I eat? Yeah. When do I treat myself for that or the other? Which kind of car do I want to drive? Where do I want to take my children to school? Which address, or how do I want to stay in a rented house, I want to take a mortgage? So lifestyle convictions. And in there, it's just not to say, I'll buy a car. You need to go deep, take a step back and look at the implications behind your chosen lifestyle conviction. Because with it comes in more money out of your pocket or less. Then your giving convictions. I keep saying that giving needs to be structured. Giving is a good thing, but when you don't structure it, it begins to disempower you and disempower the people you're giving. So what are your convictions around giving? First of all, giving needs to fall in your wallet tracker, in your budget line as an item. Within that giving, then you now decide, how am I distributing it? To your church, to your family, to whatever needs, to your communities, your school community, your church community. So you decide, structure your giving. What are your convictions around giving? So that your giving does not wait for a WhatsApp group to post a need. Then now your giving begins. Yeah, it should be the other way around. You need to have planned for it, have clarity on how it will play out. Then everything else that comes falls within your giving plan. Your saving conviction. You need to have a saving rate, because that saving rate determines how soon or later you'll be able to do your discretionary activities. You'll be able to spend your time how you want, when you want. Yeah, you'll be able to take control and take charge of things around your life, as opposed to someone else controlling your time. Your saving convictions, and with it goes your investment convictions. Then your debt convictions. Yeah, your beliefs around debt. How much debt do I want to hold this next year? What am I going to do about my consumeristic debt? Yeah, what will I do about my mobile app debt? When you have no convictions or basis, you'll just take it as the norm. I just need to, provided I've bought what I need, you'll care less and pay no attention to what that debt costs you. And you'll find that next year, you'll just start the year to work for the data, because there's interest that comes with this debt. So if you don't pay attention and have some convictions around your debt, there goes your outs and outs. Next year, at a similar time, you'll have achieved nothing tangible because you have no solid convictions around your debt. And then convictions around your taxes. Yeah. So what are your convictions on these 5 areas? Yeah. What changes will you make to your current way of spending money based on these convictions? What are your convictions? What changes will you make? Am I on time on my taxes? What do I need to do? Every spending decisions we make has an inner drive. There's something within you that drives that spending decision. So to help all of us to have longevity, yeah, make long-term convictions that are followed through with action, we need to understand the levels of conviction. One, for your conviction to be solid, and it needs your confidence. You need to have an inner confidence in that conviction. And You see, convictions are not things that are just driven by external factors. It comes from your inner beliefs. So to strengthen your let's look at this figure that I've put on the screen. It's a function of your locus of control, what you can control, your inner, and the extent to which you believe you believe in that conviction. So if you look at the internal convictions, the more you are internally convinced and you believe in your message, the more confident, which is where we want you to be. The more you let it be driven by external factors, where there are more of external factors, the more self-doubt you'll have. If you have less belief in your conviction, the more you'll feel self-doubt. Yeah. So believe in your message. But to strengthen your conviction, one, you need to stop the negative self-talk. There are certain things that we are convinced about, our financial convictions that we've even written down, that we believe and speak about. But we get into self-doubt. No, I can't achieve that by that time. Yeah. So there's that negative voice that comes, negative criticisms that come in and steal your conviction. So to pay attention to that. And then other criticisms. You'll share your convictions with even your loved one. Sometimes somebody so close to you, and they'll wash it away with a lot of doubt because they know your weaknesses and just strip you off with words that just throw you off. Before you know it, it's no longer a conviction, but it's something that is doubtful. So to pay attention to criticism. Yeah. Then do the numbers so that your conviction is just not something hanging there as a wishful thought. Do your numbers and face your numbers. Yeah. Face your numbers and see. When I say that I'll come out of debt by December 2022, what is the game plan? How are my numbers playing out? Where is the money coming from? So that it's just not a word that is thrown out there. And grow your circle of influence. And here is to be very intentional on a support group. And the best support group, I must say, based on what I've seen, the results I've seen in the people who are in the Money Coaching Hub, which is a collaborative learning space for professional women in business and employed, who are very intentional about their money. So this circle of influence makes you pay attention on different areas of your money. So grow your circle of influence. Join the right forums that will help you hold on to your financial convictions with the understanding that these convictions are supportive of where you want to go as regards your money goals. So, being in this right space with the intentional people, it clarifies your mind about what convictions you have. You get clarity. You get pushed because to meet your timelines, because you speak out what shifts you want to make, and you get questions. They get critiqued in the right context. And you get to listen to other people. What convictions do they have? And it helps to test your own and frame them in a way that it's achievable for you. So without any thinking twice, I would advise you to get to the Money Coaching Hub so that your financial convictions become a reality and not just a story. And as I finish, I cannot leave without sharing with you the offer we have on my money journal. It's a hands-on guide for you and your money. Buy 2 for 3,000 shillings. Buy 20 and above, and you get a free 2-hour training session with me on a topic around money. And the Money Coaching Hub, I've talked about it. It's a very good space. It's something that you need to make as your New Year resolution to join the Money Coaching Hub. We meet once a month on 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. East African time, and we thrash out a money topic. Our theme for Q1 2022 is Attract Your Desired Income. And remember to grab a copy of your Simple Start Guide to Elevate Your Financial Well-Being, an ebook. This is my gift for you to you. So make sure you grab your ebook, and let's meet you again in the next episode so that you're continuously paying attention on matters money. Remember, money does not grow on trees, but money grows through your efforts. So one effort is to do the things that I've recommended in this video so that as days go by, you keep making tangible improvements around your money. See you in episode